Talk more about the demons you encountered in the cave. Oh boy, that was a tough one. That was a really tough one. So, uh, I saw on YouTube and all these interviews, Aaron Rodgers and these other people, all these, darkness retreat. That's the way to go. It's really hardcore. And I was like, oh, okay, this sounds interesting. Yeah, that's right up my cup of tea. So I said, it would be really fun to do like a 5 day thing. I go in, just get my ass kicked, and head on out. So I was trying really hard to get it into a time slot where it would work in the schedule. And Chelsea tried, she's my EA, as hard as she could, but the only way the time could work was like literally before basically an executive offsite that we had in California. So I said, all right, well, I'll try. Yeah, but I was a little nervous about it. I said, I just not taking it as seriously as I need because everybody says this is going to be a really hard experience. So I get to this place that I do the darkness retreat at, and I first meet the guy, and I think this dude spent way too long in darkness. He's like, "Welcome to the darkness, Charles. Let the darkness go inside of you." And anyway, I go downstairs into like this cave where the thing is at, and while I'm in the cave, it's really cold and clammy, and there's not a lot of air flowing through, and it's kind of suffocating, and they kinda shut that door and it's pitch black, and the first few hours were very peaceful. I said, "Oh, this is so nice. It's so good to finally be able to rest and relax." So then I go to sleep, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I got the sleep paralysis demon. So basically, that's the thing, like, it's sitting on your chest, you see something, you can't move, and you can't breathe, and you feel like you're literally being choked to death. And that's how it started, and I was like, "Oh, fuck. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so bad." And, every hour thereafter, it got worse and worse and worse. I eventually could breathe, but, started seeing things in the shadows and hearing things, and that place was haunted, man. And I had to kinda get to that, point, like, do I really want to keep this going? Because it's gonna fuck me up, and I'm gonna be like a POW or, prisoner coming out of the hole, and I literally have to go to an executive summit where all my executives are at and, like, make major business decisions. What if this really mentally fucks me up? So I had a satellite phone that I snuck in, and I went and pulled it out of the closet, opened it up, and I had to do all this in the dark, by the way. I had to bathe in the dark and eat in the dark and all this stuff. And I managed to get the thing on and get a signal and called my security detail, and I'm like, "Get me the hell out of here, guys." So they showed up, and Mr. Darkness was a bit surprised. He's like, "Where did these guys come from?" I was like, "We got it from here, sir." They extracted me. Real strange place, though, and real strange guy. I think there's a lot of value in what he's putting together. I just think that it needs to be structured in a different way, and also you have to have a lot more prep work going into it for it to be successful. So I will go to a darkness retreat proper with the appropriate preparations and work, and also do it where I have a little bit of time to recover on the other side of it. So I didn't take it as seriously as it needed to be taken, and I'm kind of sad about that because I love doing these things. But when it's like The Ring, the girl coming out of the TV and eating you up, yeah, it's like, nah, nah, man, homie, don't play with that. That's not good. Probably what I'll do is I'll build a darkness retreat on my ranch, and what I'd like to do is make it a group activity and build a great hall, almost like a cylinder with a dome on the top deep underground, and then you have rooms that connect to it, and, basically, then you have a lower chamber that you can go into for total isolation, and everybody just basically lives in the same space for 5 to 7 days, and there's, facilitators that are there, and you're doing group activities and all this other stuff, and you're functionally getting used to basically being blind. What's nice too is in that kind of construction, you can bring accessibility engineers in who understand, how to design things for blind people, and they can help you figure out how to make it safe and navigatable and, get people used to it. I think that's gonna be a much, much better experience for everybody, and if you do want that deep isolation, you can go into the vaults deep underground and spend some time there, but it's, too much all at once. You get the extreme sensory deprivation and dopamine detox, but at the same time, you're basically in a prison camp. It's too much.